Hello, cretins! We're back after a week and a bit. This is welcome to Hot Metal Volume 24. It's Saturday the 21st of June in the year 2008. I am here, I'm Pete, and this is Yuri. Hello, Yuri.
Nice to see you again. We apologize because of last week's absence.
Yes, I was in Reading and Yuri wasn't here to go to work, haha. But yeah, the stories from Reading, basically it was my mate's stag do, and he had a big budget stag do the week before in, what's that place in Ireland?
Dublin.
That's the one. They all went to Dublin, and I couldn't afford to go to Dublin. Plus, if you go to Dublin, you get forced to drink Guinness, and I do not like Guinness. I'm more of a Budweiser man myself, or Foster's.
Don't you like Guinness?
No. And basically, everyone went to that stag do. And
what about Irish cream, Irish coffee, with some kind of brandy? Is that good?
I have not tried that, actually. I have not tried that. But one day I probably will. And yeah, I mean, basically when I went up to see my mate who lives in Reading, we went out to the pub. We had a little barbecue first. There was only three of us there, that just me, him, and his fiancée. We had a barbecue, and I had a bud. And then we went to his local, where I had another bud, and he had a Guinness. I think he's attached to Guinness now, because he's been to Dublin. He's been to the place where Guinness is made, and all that kind of stuff. So he's a Guinness man. And that's all he drinks now, so I know what to get him for Christmas now. So Rick, expect some Guinness from me. And we went to this other pub because he told me that his friends who couldn't make the Dublin stag do were going to come to the pub that evening to to join him on the low budget stag do. And we were there for about. He got me a Guinness, actually. He got me a Guinness. We both got a Guinness because no one was there yet. We drank our pint of Guinness. He went to get another one, and I ended up with a bud. And it was actually that different kind of bud, not the normal bottled bud. But it was from, it was a bigger bottle, and it had Czech Republic written all over it. So that was imported from the Czech Republic.
I think that's the original one. The other one is American.
Yeah, it is, yeah. And it's actually quite a lot more powerful than the other one, yeah. So and quite nice. It's got a bit more of a touch to it, a bit more of an edge. And while we were drinking that, Rick said to me, okay then, no one's turned up, so it's just going to be the two of us. And he said, do you mind if I invite Donna, his fiancée, out? Okay. And I said, well, just us, the two of us, it's going to be a little bit boring, you've only got a certain amount to talk about. So we invited his missus out, and she come out. We went to a rock pub in Reading, and I think
rock pub, is it good?
Yes, it was called the Purple Turtle. So that's advertising. Next time Pete Kemp comes to Reading into the Purple Turtle, I want 3 beers, please. And it was very, very good. They had they didn't have a jukebox or anything, but on the TV they had these speakers all around. And so they played videos which came out all over the pub. And, they played lots of stuff. They played some classic Aerosmith stuff from the 70s.
Wow.
They played AC/DC.
AC/DC, yeah.
A couple of obvious Metallica tracks. They played some Def Leppard songs, which quite impressed me. And, they played all kind of stuff like that, which I was quite impressed with. And then they sort of jumped forward to kind of more death metal, kind of like bands that are around today, but I don't really listen to. So the heavier the music gets, and the more they growl the lyrics, but they always sort of go back to sort of classic 70s stuff, and then on to 80s and stuff like that. But yeah, from that pub onwards, my mate was still on Guinness. His missus was on, I think she had 3 Baileys, followed by...
tough girl, then.
Yeah, followed by, what was it she had after that? Cider. I'm not sure what cider it was, but she had cider after that. And we stayed there for the duration of the night. And following that Czech bud, which I had, he started bringing in Fosters for me, which
from
was
the
nice.
other hemisphere.
Yeah, from the other side of the world. Yeah. And I lost track of the amount I actually drunk, but we went on to an 80s bar after that, and that was actually quite funny because at first they played some classic 80s type rock, and then after that, when we were in the middle of the crowd, they started playing some really depressing 80s dance music, like Michael Jackson and that kind of stuff, and that was time to go, believe me.
Good choice.
So basically, we went back to... back this time was about 2:30 in the morning.
Back to Purple Turtle.
No, we didn't. We decided we had enough, and we just basically went back to Rick's place and slept, which was quite a good call, really, because I was very, very drunk at the time. And it was a very good night. So thank you to Richard Dorrington, and he's now officially that they were officially married today. So Donna Williams is now Donna Dorrington, DD. Brilliant. So and yeah, they officially got married today. So I hope that was a good one for them. So the show is kind of dedicated to them without actually playing any music for them. So this is the day of their wedding. And so coming up is the usual stuff, in case you've forgotten. I know a week's a long time, so you might have forgotten what we usually have on the shows. So what we usually have is Peterock in a minute. On the last show I did on Hot Metal 23, which was, what was it, not last week, but the week before that. And basically, in Peterock, last time round, I played half of the new entries that you're going to hear in Chemicals Countdown this year, which is going to be Countdown in mid-November, which is my birthday. And so you get the other 5 new entries, which are predicted for the chart. That's in a minute. Then you've got the Yuri Archives, and which is Yuri's type of stuff, and some of his background knowledge, and some other stuff. I'm not quite sure what Yuri's got up his sleeve, but he's only got a t-shirt on, so he can't hide much up there. Then you've got... what else is on the show usually? Oh yeah, the rock requests. You can email me, please, Pete_Kempsall at hotmail.com, or whatever it was. I can't even remember my own email, but if any long-term listeners out there, just drop me an email and remind me what it is, please. And then we've got the Covers Corner. We'll play a cover version of something, the original version of something. Yuri and me will have a discussion. If we can't decide which one's best, we'll flip a coin and play something in live metal to conclude the show. So that's coming on Hot Metal tonight. And I'll do my very best. Rick, if you are listening, Rick and Donna, I will try not to do my Scottish accent, because when I got drunk last week, I thought I was doing an Irish accent, but Rick said, actually, Pete, that's starting to sound Scottish, and then it kind of stuck all the way through the night. I was speaking Scottish all through the night.
The Klansman.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, enough chat. Is 5 in a row in Peterock.